Again, for some of you, I know you know the PowerLines Poets. For those who maybe have not heard them before, you're in for a treat. They're a couple of my favorite folks here. And anyway, I wanted to thank the county and city of Mobile for supporting us, as well as our members, and the National Endowment for the Arts and Alabama Steakhouse for the Arts, and just art lovers for supporting us and keeping us going here. A couple housekeeping things. If you want a drink, you're welcome to get up, go upstairs, get one, and come back on down. If you need a restroom, it's right across the hall. And if you have a phone, turn it down or turn it off so it doesn't disturb the evening's entertainment. And on that, I'm going to leave it up to these two guys, and you're not going to be this quiet in a minute. I'm going to leave it to these two guys, the PowerLines Poets, to introduce themselves and the evening. And they're actually going to do, as I said, some poetry about our two African-American women artists that are up in the galleries. So here you go.
Hey, yo, Catharsis.
Yo.
Say word.
Word. My conviction and assurance is without ever be muted. My spiritual awareness is one that is deeply rooted in the knowledge my ancestors left me, making me conscious of the fact that I am descended from royalty, made in God's image, so I am designed flawlessly, yet there are those that try to tell me my magnificence doesn't exist, all the while trying to match the fullness of my lips and my hips. Understand me when I tell you I take pride in my melanated skin, wearing it like a badge of honor, knowing this is an armor not everyone can function in. I am warrior, healer, nurturer, all these combined, and that's fine because for centuries, Black women, we've held these responsibilities and done so flawlessly, and we'll continue, holding together our family structures, protecting ours by any means, bruised but not broken, dying on our feet, never living on our knees. We are superwomen. Ladies, never forget, we are queens.
As well as take form until form follows function. Function turned into fiction, included into non-fiction. That's life. Take my hand, let me take you to Wonderland. Two clouds like desert sands have you choked up, emoting plans let you. Settle your spirit, we're just here exchanging energy. We sacrifice the peaceful souls to faith into humanity. So never let it go. And try not to lose yourself. Because this plane we fly is heavy, be a vessel onto self. Elevate to the sky. Astrology in our veins, feel the gold trails of the fall all over the sacred plains. Feel the vibe as these artists poetically create these masterpieces so that we can masterpiece for the masterpiece.
How y'all doing? Oh, what, twin, I'm gonna need some help. Like, I know it's been a while since we've been, out, but like Sam said, we don't. Silence kind of messes with us a little bit. Quiet, just a little bit, get some noise.
I know we in the museum. But it's not the library, so how y'all feeling? Like, y'all good? So we're gonna do a little test just to make sure that y'all got culture with it. So when we say, "Are you feeling right?" Fine. I feel it's a catharsis. She says, "Yes, I'm feeling right." Fine. So when we pose this question to you, we just want the same response back. And we go like this. Are you feeling right fine?
Yes, I'm feeling right fine.
Are you feeling right fine?
Yes, I'm feeling right fine. Close. That's close.
You try it.
Now I'm getting crunchy with it. So, I say, is you feeling right fine?
Yes, I'm feeling right fine.
Is you feeling right fine?
Yes, I'm feeling right fine.
Is y'all feeling right fine?
Yes, I'm feeling right fine.
Is y'all feeling right fine?
Yes, I'm feeling right fine.
Twin, I think they feeling right fine.
I think they feeling right fine.
Then I think we can go because everybody's feeling right fine. So my name is Roz, aka Catharsis the Poet. This is the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Eternity Everlasting. We are two members of PowerLines Poetry. We have now been together since 2012. How many years is that?
14 years.
14 years as a poetry troupe. Legit started out with what, 80 members? Mobile.
22.
With 22 members, and I would say we have a core group right now of five members, and two of us are here with us in spirit, and we miss them dearly. And if you've ever seen one of our shows, you remember Mr. I'm Just Being Honest, Delonte Jones, Ms. Ray Dub, the Life Changer, Raina Banks. Please clap for them because they're recognize them and there's every chance that we get. And if you ever get a chance to look at our social media, you'll be able to see different clips and videos of some of the work they did. And they really did put their heart and soul into everything they did for us. So, so we are excited. This is one of the many times that we've had a chance to partner with the Mobile Museum of Art. And before we go further, I want to thank everyone here at the Mobile Museum of Art. Can we give them a round of applause? Thank y'all so much for allowing us to be a part of these exhibits. They give us a chance to just, they challenge us and make us explore, different writing styles. And for myself, I can honestly say I feel connected to a lot of the work that we do because of how it connects back with my family. And I know I've been talking for a minute, so I want to give you a chance to speak, introduce yourself in case I've left something out.
Okay.
Okay.
If you want to do the open mic, we're going to do 2 pieces. And then after that, we'll begin to call out open micers up. I know we have at least 4 in the building, and if there's anybody else in between time, I'll be in the back corner, come find me. You want to start?
Yeah. So, I had a chance to, when Stan reached out to us, he mentioned, the parts of the exhibit that's ongoing right now, and we had a chance to see it in person a few moments before we came down. For me, what stood out from the moment that he contacted me was this part of the exhibit, the history of timeless hats. That connected with me in so many ways because I can remember being a little kid, Easter Sundays or the weeks prior to, seeing my moms, my aunts, my grandmothers, they were shopping for these hats, and these hats weren't just hats. These were crowns. These were statements. These were like this declaration of royalty, and it was like this sort of this lineage and this history that was passed down, and you don't see them too much, anymore, but to see them upstairs, it just took me back to a place and took me back to a lot of my relatives, and again, this is one of those occasions where I really am thankful to be a part of this exhibit. So I have this piece, and I didn't know what else to call it but the crown. So, and it touches on a little bit of the things that I just spoke about. So I'm hoping that I do the exhibit justice. Long before anyone thought to call me royalty, I knew. I remembered. I remembered on days when I was told to shrink inside myself, that the standard of elegance didn't apply to those who looked like myself. As far back as the days when we were brought over, being taught that even Jehovah marked us for nothing more but servitude. Centuries of being denied dignity in the daylight, having to remember what's kept in darkness, eventually gets its chance to shine bright because this kind of sovereignty is one that refuses to be contained. It's one that's earned through strength and resilience, which is why we never come into a room. We always make an entrance, but more often than not, we have mornings and afternoons of being greeted with the world's scowls and rejections, of taking on others' inadequacy projections, and so we gathered and we restored. In our living rooms, our kitchens, our porches, just outside that front door, grandmothers to mothers, mothers to daughters, telling you to always keep that chin lifted and remember to laugh a little harder, reminding each other we have no limitations, that we are our own elevation, and no matter the circumstance, remember to just rise anyway. And on Sunday mornings, make sure your crown is on full display. Before the organs and tambourines sound, before the preacher can say one word, that my crown speaks so loudly, its voice is clearly heard. See, this is not simply a hat. What you see is perseverance stitched in every seam, tenacity with each jewel that shimmers and beams. This brim be my boundaries. These feathers show I can take flight. My attitude letting you know that I can knock down walls and ascend to higher heights. Every thread showing that I survived, colors telling you that I'm still here. This core speaks for my legacy and refuses to disappear. No, I didn't ask to be recognized. It's just that this majesty is unavoidable. This isn't decoration. This is declaration. This is screaming, you can't seat me at your table because my place of rest is my throne. And so today, maybe we don't see crowns as often, but understand that the spirit handed down with them through generations, it never left. And that these women will carry it until our last breath. It is rise. It is resistance. It is royalty that never needed permission. No, you didn't become a queen. All you had to do was remember. And that crown was there just so you can make sure that you remember too. Thank you.
It's the book cover for the teachings, drawn from African American spirituals, which is also upstairs. If you have not had a chance to check out this exhibit, the composition of the items in it as a whole really are what inspired this poem. And I hope that once we finish here, you'll go upstairs to actually take into account, if you haven't, just the extreme amount of talent that she had with what she did. This is called Masterpiece. Cambridge Dictionary defines a masterpiece as a work of outstanding artistry, skill, or workmanship, typically representing the best piece of work by a creator. It signifies a truly superb, unparalleled creation. Allow me to repeat that. Workmanship, representing the best piece of work by the creator. It signifies a truly superb, unparalleled creation. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if Cambridge is right and this definition is true, then to me, the definition of a masterpiece black woman is you. Master refers to a person with authority, control, or exceptional skill, or the original version of something. As a verb, it means to acquire complete proficiency or to overcome something. And I don't know about you, but I don't know anybody besides the black woman that has had to overcome more obstacles. Some things like synonyms include leader or to conquer and overcome, but in order to find peace, one must achieve tranquility, absence of anxiety. So a masterpiece just trying to masterpiece must become a master in order to move the proper pieces to appease the master in order to find said peace. But instead, the master finds the pieces on the floor. The masterpiece has slung afar, recall the position to reset and release, so now the master's piece can find peace in the master. Take the shattered pieces and put them back together one by one for every heartbreak, for every mistake, and for every lie that you've been told. For the abuse and the fundamental right to safety inside and outside of your home, to be cared for in facilities with respect and care, and to not be told your pain tolerance is higher than you can truly bear. These stitches still healing broken promises, buttoning up emotions because you've been told you're too much, watching the fabric of time weave patterns placed together through generational trauma and peer pressure from dead people that we call tradition. This mission that black women have been on for so long is not and will not ever be taken for granted. So thank you. Because she is the womb from which life began. The heartbeat of civilization rests in the palm of her hand. She is Medusa. Dreadlocked, men captivated by her beauty, holding it all together like it isn't heavy, but truly and respectfully. Stop breaking your back while busting at the seams. Like Pillsbury cans when appeal to the brink. See, this spiritual process is tipping the peak and the spirit is resting, just waiting for you to speak. Remember, there is power in the tongue, and this we know to be true. So if you want a masterpiece, the master's piece resides in you.
Bring up Mr. Brandon Biggs.
I'm glad she said she does it every time. I was like, don't make me go first. So let's dive in. That was great. That was great. I really enjoyed both of your pieces. So thank you. I know it's hard writing sometimes when you're not there, but so I'm going to share a piece called Poverty. So I want to talk about something that bothers me, and that's poverty. It's like you ain't even got a pot, but you got a pea. Society labels us as that branch laying rotten beside the bottom of the tree. We could have been lumber. We fall asleep next to 5 other people in slumber. We wake up and check and recheck our lottery numbers. We're looking for that light at the end of the tunnel. There's got to be something, but there's not. It's nothing. But it's that hunger that drives us. So don't look at me with wonder and surprise when you see me eating McDonald's fries while dumpster diving. I'm just someone surviving. Life can get intense. People wonder why people could live in tents. I used to have a 9-to-5, a wife and kids, a white picket fence. Now I'm on Highway 90 making eyes at passerbys just to get 60 cents from people who were discontent with their own lives. This is David versus Goliath in my opponent's life. The main component strife. The wise ifs and there's no buts about it. If minimum wage is so great and crime doesn't pay, then tell me why prisons are so crowded. I'll just got a man on break surrounded. Look at the pretty buddies, wow. Sir, I said, sir, those are puffy clouds, you're just wasted. As he reaches for his waist, pulls his gun and wasted. The shot was placed in his trachea, so blood is oozing from his neck and chin. He started moving, so they all drew their weapons in unison and shoot him to death again. As he lays contorted on the floor, I think it's funny how we ain't got money for poor, but we got money for more war in Uzbekistan. Yes. Hello, young man. You want to fight terrorism overseas? Well, you bet you can. Sign on this dotted line, and once a month you'll receive a check from Sam. That's our drunk uncle, the warmonger. He used to be a fun dude. Now he's a horrible monster. Next thing you know, we're going to war with Uganda. Flying planes over, dropping bombs out the door so powerful they turn the towers into powder for an hour no more. Going straight down that list, who's next? El Salvador. No. How about we pour out our resources on our own people? Not that long ago, it was legal to own people. Now it's modern day slavery, and the government, they play for keeps. If you want to benefit from the fruits of your labor, then you better pay their fee or that cage will clink. Now let's say it comes payday and you want to purchase a pastry from your local bakery, well, you got to pay another 0.08 on every dollar that you already paid to keep. Now that's grand larceny, right? Up in the major leagues. So until I'm gasping, taking my last breath, I'll keep screaming how taxation is theft. I'm not right in my head and F the tax break from the left. Man, these trickle-up economics got me so sick to my stomach that I wish I could vomit. I better yet just throw my lasso and hitch to a comet. Man, I haven't fixed anything. There should be one less person on this shitty run planet. Thanks.
It's from your support. If you're ready for your next open mic participant, let me hear you say yeah.
Yeah.
You guys start clapping right now and bring to the stage Waterfall Alex.
All right, first of all, since PowerLines Poetry Day not only celebrated their 14th anniversary, but this month marks National Poetry Month. And I'm celebrating an anniversary myself. For example, it's been 5 years since my first self-published poetry book. And then next year will be the 5th anniversary. Now I'm going to give audience choice. The one that gets the most hands, I'll recite a poem from. Now hands in the air is going to recite from this book. Now hands in the air is going to recite from this book. Well, since this got more hands, something in this book it is. Now, since Eternity and Catharsis spoke about poems about fashion, in fact, you will not believe this. That there's a poem in this book that's inspired by an exhibit right here in this museum from the Posing Beauty exhibit. And I have recited this one before. But here's another, it's called Who Are You Trying to Look Like? When you buy this book, check it out sometime. Right now, I am about to recite a poem called My Hair Story. It is about African American, black people hair. So here we go. I've sent messages. I'm debatable. Laws and policies have been made about me. I'm a multi-million-dollar industry. Songs and movies were written about me. I've been fried, I've been dyed, I've been laid to the side. I've been pressed, I've been stressed, I've been locked, I've been cut, I've been faded, I've been twisted, I've been weaved, I've been rolled like corn. So I get wigged out about all these details. If I do not have anything on top, I can always wear my crown. Thank you.
Before I start, let's get this straight. No, this isn't a poem, this is a song from my soul, and I spit this poetic. I am a very unordinary type. I'm a very extraordinary type of brother. And growing up, I used to love watching Andy from Toy Story, but I guess after a while, that same old tale of young men playing with toys just started to bore me. I mean, nowadays, these new ones reaching for clout like the Soldier Boy story. You know, he wasn't lying, but he capping. Me, I know some that are really white, they'll know if they passing you a napkin. And as it happens, I too know a little something about that clout chasing. I was out searching for it, but I wish I would have known that pursuing that white whale would leave you drowning in crystal clear waters like Jason. See, I was searching for so long that my own soul started aching. Searching for so long that the windows to my own soul started breaking. My world kept changing in. For those of y'all that don't know what it's like I've fallen and I can't get up and I ain't got life for that. But nah, for real, man. These news is dying for the clout, but I guess that's natural selection. They think that it offers the answer when in reality it only raises more questions like, do I need more? Just to get my mind right, I've been picking through all this darkness, will I ever find light? I was frolicking through the forest of the real and stumbled upon my own reflection. I was watching my own body drown, and it was like an astral projection. Passerbys would pass me by, but not one would stop for a moment of interjection. Like, damn! I wonder if this is how my boy Gigi felt when he was squaring up against depression, throwing left hooks and haymakers. I've been avoiding the alcohol because I don't want to be left hooked and found days later. Nah, this isn't a poem, this is a song from my soul, and I spit this poetry. While staring at my own drowning image, I started to imagine how petals in the wind can become flowers in the attic, and how the youth is shaped like the silhouettes of our parents had it. So now we feeling safe like nuns covered in our hats, chasing that cloud with me and feeling if I saw it, I had to have it. I was sick and needing an antidote, but I couldn't find time to say, don't you open up that window. Well, open sesame says me because I let that window down, toss some seeds to the ground, and let them sink into the soil. Let the waters that drown us become the basis upon which our seeds grow. And teach them the dangers of chasing that cloud because it's something that they need to know. Just like we teach them 1 + 1 is 2, right? And 2 + 2 is 4. Teach them the dangers of that cloud. Don't let them open the door. Thank you.
All right. So I've been trying to find my voice again, you know what I mean? And had a discussion with my therapist about internal voice. Everybody has one, right? And sometimes our internal voices aren't that kind, to ourselves. And so this poem is kind of like a reminder to myself that internal voices don't have to make sense all the time. They can be different parts of yourself at the same time, and that's totally okay to have. So this is untitled. Building and burning bodies, pieces, parts put aside, reclaimed and reforming, refurbished. No, destroying works of art. Spilled burgundy paint on packing peanuts and cracked styrofoam blocks. Mastering motherboards, exposed connected wires of red and white. Thrown codes and splitting numbers, running diagnostics, message uninterpreted, irreparable. Can't fix what you can't identify. With super glue and staples, with strips of tape, scotch and masking, duct and electrical, intentionally flooded engines stalled. What can't move can't overheat. Iridescent viscous oil flows, mechanical lifeblood pouring fast and leaking soul. Disposal of remains method at your discretion. Burning and destroying, exposed and splitting, can't identify what remains. Shifting out of gear. Gas cap left unscrewed, hanging. Brake lines cut, failing. Ignore my success, focusing on my mistakes, instructions unclear, the mangles out of date, professional, amateur. Operate steady, with surgical precision, haphazard, half-assed. Skin-grafted grifter, who's double-fisted grabbing, tornado drill hole, duck and cover so you don't fall heads over feet again. Crash test dummies can't get hurt. Thank you.
What I learned this week. I'm Nicole Day. I'm the founder of City Poetry Outreach. Our mission is reconfiguration of social literacy. Ooh, I gotta start something warm. You know how I get nervous. I have a heartbeat now in my chest. Goodness. Oh, I hadn't done it in a minute.
All right.
I'll do it.
You can do it.
Thank you. Know what's up. I like writing rhymes depicted with enzymes, sickly slick. I speak with no hesitation. Baby, this education needs no invitation. You write less, accepting no change or progress. Unapologetically persistent, I can't give less. Know what's up like gun smoke in the west. Words fly like bullets aimed at your chest. You didn't expect to get what up to the notion I get you open. Captivate to cultivate, recognize can correlate. A pillar of tragedy, making crabs unforgiving one another full of scabs. If you live to emulate, no, the original made it great. You do, you queen, it's always your scene. Focus on the brighter things, king. Remember, it's the authenticity we bring. Hey, y'all. I feel like I got needed that. My heart was beating a little fast. I have this little short poem that me and my daughter took a trip to New York and we got to see the Broadway Museum. And much like the culture of America, we know that it's always someone else's. So I ain't even gonna go on that spiel about that. But it really made me think about like how we're at such a slower pace here than we are in upper places. Like New York was more fast-paced compared to Alabama. My daughter wasn't used to seeing something like that. I was born in Cleveland, and we traveled from Cleveland to Detroit to Buffalo, New York to South Carolina, because I got a sister that stays there. So I was used to this type of city life, and she was getting her first feel, so this poem influenced that. It's called Don't Kill the Culture. Hips spread wide from cornbread, red beans, and rice. Eyes didn't mean to look more than twice. Plenty whoopings, hard head, soft behind. We were the whispers. We were the whispers behind enemy lines. Bypassed the warning signs, saw the teeth of a snake. Tones like this make the earthquake. I know I'm good, but baby girl is precious. This bloodline started with us. Don't kill the culture, then scavenge like a vulture. In favor of them wings fried hard. Picnic blankets underneath a tree. Sweet, sweat slick summers teaching me how to stay, how to see. The Gulf Coast, fresh fish, beachside, salt on my skin, writing poetry. So we don't forget who we have always been. Thank you for your time.
This is, I've been writing poetry since I came out of the womb. Like, I've started reading, like, before it was told for a child to be able to read. Poetry is a way of how I express my feelings, and I've been knowing how I felt since, like I said, I came out of the womb. A little background on this poem is January 1st, I got a call from my mom, and in the call she told me that she'd killed me. Not a, yeah, I know, I'm sorry, I should have gave you a little warning, but not in a playful way, but in a way of where it was like a demon came out, I'll say it like that. So I decided to make a poem about it, because why not? Poetry is a way to express myself, so I decided to make a poem about it. Okay. Talking to you makes me want to kill myself. Being around you heightens my senses to walk on eggshells. Expressing my emotions to you makes me feel helpless. I feel restless, just like your demons. Your evil spirit clashes and gnashes at my good one. This isn't me saying I'm better than you, but it is me saying I'm healing more. I'm doing all I can to get to the bottom of my unhealed tendencies. I'm searching with dedication to find the truth. I'm yearning for the unheard of remedies. You make me want to kill myself. I say it like it's so easy to take a knife and shove it through my heart. And maybe it is, but you're the type to use my death to your advantage. Shoot, you already used my life and ripped it apart. If all you were going to do in the end was abandon me, then maybe you should have never given birth to me from the start. Maybe in that divorce with my dad, you shouldn't have fought so hard. Maybe if you really cared as much as you say you do, you would actually mean it when you say the words, I love you. I love you turn into the I love yous. I'm sorry, I love you turn into the love yous that transform into the you. A word you have used whenever I do remotely anything that doesn't appease your appetite for hatred. I want to kill myself, and it's because of how much I'm mistreated. Sometimes you're the reason I haven't eaten. Sometimes you're the reason I can't hold water, better yet keep a secret. You pry and then say, I told you so. As if you wanted anything good I've obtained in my life to fail because you haven't achieved it on your own. You seem like the jealous type, that when someone else does even slightly better than you, you turn it around and make it appear as though they won't succeed without you cheering for them. Again and again, you apologize without knowing what you're apologizing for. Your apologies are as empty as you are. Just words to gain back the trust from the trust you lost from a miscalculated use of manipulation. Crocodile tears appear when anyone communicates in a healthy manner about how they feel or what you did. Suddenly it comes across as an interrogation, as if anyone in the nation is targeting you, as if the entire planet turns their backs against you. To kill myself. To kill myself means that you win. The egotistical definition of a narcissist. It means that I gave up or threw in the towel for a match I have to surrender to try and make peace with you. I hear, kill yourself, every time you try to tell me what being an adult is or what communication sounds like. Do you? But when you open your mouth, it's like a demon comes out and I insert in demon noises. I'll kill you. Not if I do it first, I say. What kind of mother talks to her daughter this way? I guess the standard mother-daughter relationships and me and my mother's isn't the same. The same person who gives takes and the same person who loves hates.
Yeah, I'm nervous like the lady before me. I used to do it all the time as a child for church, but I have never done it as an adult and in front of a crowd, so bear with me. This is called Days of Old. Respect used to not just be a song that Aretha sang. There was yes ma'am and no ma'am. Get your tail in the house before the street light comes on. Eating out was a special thing because we got food at the house. Days of old, getting out of school and running home to do whatever needed to be done on a Friday so that we can have Pizza Hut and sit in front of the TV to watch TGIF. Saturday mornings were made to watch real cartoons where the all too smart animal but outsmart the dumb hunter into bugs. Yeah, what's up, Doc? And along came Sunday. Days of, I don't care how late you stay up, you get your butt up and going to church. Right. Homework, chores, get yourself in this house before the street light comes on. Actually playing outside to even be affected by the street light. Summertime came with watching the stories during the day and hearing, in the heat of the night, glare through the TV speakers around 10 p.m. But things just ain't the same. Kids gotta be reminded that you're the adult and they ain't the same age as you. Outside has been replaced by video games and being glued to the tablet, watching children that they don't know on YouTube play with toys that they have themselves at home. Getting homework done to go play is replaced with a resounding, we ain't got no homework. And watching stories and Heat of the Night with Grandma has now been taken over by reality TV. Our kids will never know the joy of playing Ninja Knock, calling folks after $star 69 or sipping at because Grandma said, you ain't gonna be traipsing in and out of my house, letting all my good AC out. Sometimes I look at the state of our kids and I reminisce and pray that just a little bit of the days of old make a return.
So I was 19, such a young man. So ambitious and bright-eyed, I had the perfect plan. I was gonna go to school and write some hits, become the man I wasn't before. Because I was going to a different state, no one knew me, so I could start again. saying stupid shit all the time, like, man, I sleep when I'm dead. Until you face reality, not a part of your plan. So now you out here questioning what's worth it in the end and not knowing you got it good. It's all in God's plan. So now I'm 26. Questioning why I couldn't get it right. I couldn't see the bigger truth. I had to see the light at the other end of the tunnel. My vision was narrow like funnels. That's fair. Food for thought. So now I touch lights like I was 33. This couldn't be. So now I'm taking time to discover how to love me. Because too many times I told myself I wasn't good enough. Minimizing who I am, just making my life rough. Trying to navigate the waters of these 7 seas and seasons change. And I'm here to tell y'all, this last one got the best of me. So I take a moment to breathe for accountability. Then I recalibrate the only way I know to be. See, I ain't finna hold you. I'm Aries. I used to live for competition. Now that competition's me. Because if 7 represents completion, I just finished round 3. I used to let my fails really take a toll on me. But now, I wake up every single day and I am just grateful to be. Because I remember, I used to pray for days like this. Then I forgot to pray for days like this. So I reminisce on the days when I didn't have a way like this. I'm grateful. And I show it like this.
I like that. All right, so my name is Catharsis the Poet. When I perform, I release a lot of stuff, and I do. But now I'm about to release somebody else's stuff. We'll talk about somebody else. I get told a lot that I'm emotional, and that I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I thought this next poem was a really good one to do. I was asked to write a poem for somebody's wedding, and I was like, no pressure. But I was absolutely honored to do it because and I called the poem Glances because I had the chance to sit down with the couple and I asked them their story, and they literally could not glance at each other without smiling. So I was like, oh, that's cute. That is cute. And I love it. Somebody say Lerv. All right. So this is their poem. And I call it Glances. Our beginning was not one you find in fairy tales. There was no eye contact in rooms that were overcrowded, and yet when others asked us just how did we come to be, we just glance at one another, smile, and tell them it was fate that intervened. Our devotion is not one that can be put into words, but rather witnessed by sight, like, I can't lay eyes on you and contain my smile. I start beaming when you speak my name, projecting a light that can be seen for miles. What we have is something far beyond lust or physical affections, an unlikely friendship or paths crossing while going in opposite directions, but no matter what, our roads always led us back to one another. So I guess this is what destiny feels like. We couldn't have pulled away from it even if we wanted to. Looking back, I honestly had no idea I'd find my soulmate in you. You broke down my barriers, but you never left me unprotected. In you, I found my angel, and I'm never left neglected. Together we push through life's obstacles or any roadblocks in our way. I know that all I need is that one look from you that always seems to say, baby, I got you. And that's my superpower. It's kind of like vibranium. Not easily penetrated by any form of kryptonite or infinity stone. With you by my side, there is never a fear of the unknown. Our love is Wakanda, meaning it's forever. And I never have to look again because you are my found treasure. I'm saying, you are Jill Scott and Erykah Badu being played in high fidelity on a breezy sunny Sunday afternoon. You are a sip of the finest bourbon in a jazz club being played by Baby Grand, perfectly in tune. My dear, you are flawless. And every day you wake up like this. And I just thank God for every moment with you, every embrace, every kiss. With you is where I only want to be. In your arms, my heart feels safe, and at the same time, I'm set free. You are home to me. and you are all things magnificent. Thank y'all.